How to use Envato Elements fonts, how to download them, and what are the terms of using them correctly so you won't get in trouble. You need a live subscription to Envato Elements. This costs $16 a month if you pay yearly, or $39 for 1 month. You have a link in the description, or you can scan the code on the screen. After you have the subscription, go to Envato Elements and find Fonts in the top menu. On the side, you have some categories that can help you find a font you like for your project. You can also use the search to look for fonts by description. If you know the name of the font, you can search for it in the search bar. If you're not sure what you're looking for, you can scroll through the fonts. If you find something you like but want to see more like it, you can do 2 things. 1. Hover over the font image to see the name. The name usually has a title that can help you search for similar fonts. Some of the fonts have a description, and some only have a name. So, if you want to find more fonts similar to a specific one, the best way is to find a font that has a description, and then use that description in the search to find more like it. 2. You can click the Find Similar button to get more options. After you find something you like, you can click on it to go to the page where you can see more images of the font. On the side, you have 2 options, which are also available on the search page. One is to download the font, and the other is to add it to a collection. If you click Download, you will get the font on your computer, and in a short time, I'll show you how to install it. But before that, you can add it to a collection so you can go back to Envato Elements and see what you downloaded without needing to search the whole catalog of fonts again. When you click Add to Collection, whether on the main search page or the font page, a pop-up will appear where you can select a collection. You can also click Add New to create a new collection. If it's your first time using it, you probably won't have any collections yet, so you will need to create your first one. When you click Download, you need to choose the project you're going to use the font for. If you ask me, the best way is to create a project just for fonts. Or, if you're going to use the font in more than one software, you can name the project after the software you'll use it in. That's because each time you install the font, you need to get a separate license for it. I'll talk more about the license at the end of this video. After you select the project or create a new one, click License and Download, and you'll get a zip file on your computer. When you open the zip file, you'll find the font files. Some fonts have more files, like bold or thin versions, and some have only one. Some will include different types of font files, like OTF and TTF, and some will have only one. Now let's go to Canva to see how to add a font there so you can use it. You need Canva Pro for this. Let's see how to upload the font to your brand kit. Click on the Brand tab from the home page, then click Brand Kits on the left side to see all the brands you've saved. Find the brand you want to change and add the font to. Under the brand colors, you'll see the font section. You can add a different font for each text size. Click one of them, then click Choose Font. If you already have a font there, click it. You'll see the full list of Canva fonts, but under that, you'll see the option to upload a font. Click it. If you have an OTF file, that's better quality, so choose that from the files you got from Envato Elements when you downloaded the font. You'll need to confirm that you have the license to use the font, and you do, as long as you have a live subscription to Envato Elements. This font is now in your fonts on Canva, and you can click the other text styles to change the font there too. If you don't want to add the font to a brand kit, you can go directly to the project you're working on, click the font on a text in the design, and then upload the font the same way you did for the brand kit. If you upload a lot of fonts, you'll need to know the names of the fonts to find them quickly in the search. But you can use the search bar so you don't have to scroll down each time. For licensing of the fonts, disclaimer, I am sharing what I read in the Envato Elements Terms of Use, so if you have any doubt, read it yourself or ask support. I'm not a lawyer. You can use the font on one software or one computer. If you use the same software on different computers, you need to get a license each time you upload the font somewhere. But you don't need to download a license each time you use it in a project. You can use the font as long as you have a live subscription to Envato Elements. If your subscription expires, you can't use the font in future projects, but you don't need to delete old projects. From my understanding, you need to publish all the projects where you use Envato Elements fonts before your subscription expires. If you create projects for clients, you can use the fonts, but you can't give the font files to them. If they need changes, you have to do it for them. If you want to use the special fonts in print-on-demand products, you can. But you can't use the fonts in a way that lets clients change the text on the product. Only you can use the fonts. Watch this video next, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.